You're listening to the Minutes on Growth podcast, the show that brings you mindfully curated insights into relationships, spirituality, personal development, and everything in between, with your host, Tannaz Hosseinpour. Hi, soul friends, it's Tannaz Hosseinpour, and welcome to another short solo episode of Minutes on Growth. Recently, someone asked me why they're always anticipating worst-case scenarios, so I thought I'd briefly talk about how the mind works today. To start, if you too find yourself in a similar situation, I would suggest you begin by asking yourself, and of course journaling about it, what will happen if the worst case scenario comes true? How will you react to it? Because remember, our reactions can reveal a lot about our subconscious fears and beliefs. Then ask yourself and journal, if there is a small part of you that desires that reaction. Yes, you heard that right. What part of you secretly wants that reaction? What part of you feels familiar with the chaos? In other words, when the worst case scenario happens, is there a part of you that thinks to itself, I knew it, or I told you so? This is one way our mind gives us a false sense of control over outcomes. You see, our mind's job is to keep us safe. And safe means not disrupting the status quo and not creating change. So for example, if I have the subconscious belief that all men cheat, then my mind will go above and beyond to validate that belief for me. So it will actively look for and entertain men who cheat to prove to me, see, I told you so. Or if I think that it's extremely hard to make money, then I might automatically be dismissive of any business opportunity that feels easy, and instead will choose to actively look for and entertain the careers that validate my belief and that feel difficult. After all, the critic in our mind never wants to be wrong. The same applies to worst-case scenarios. So when I'm entertaining a worst-case scenario, I am subconsciously entertaining a limiting belief that my mind wants to validate. My soul ends up hiding behind these beliefs and starts to mistake the beliefs with the truth. Remember, our experience of reality is based on our beliefs, our thoughts, our opinions, and our perceptions. So naturally, by entertaining these scenarios, our current experience of reality is altered to match and validate them. Whenever I fall into a slippery slope of what ifs, my spiritual teacher always asks me, Tannaz, is this your soul speaking, or are you wearing your negatively biased glasses today? And 99.9% of the time, it's the foggy glasses I'm wearing. I'm seeing the situation. I'm experiencing the situation through them. And when we can't see clearly, the mind starts to make assumptions. And there's a slippery slope. This isn't to scare you into never thinking negatively, but rather through this awareness to give you control back over your life. Once you have awareness of how the mind works and how our experiences are shaped, we recognize that, hey, wait a second, we are in the driver's seat of our own life. As William Henley beautifully wrote in Invictus, we become the master of our faith and the captain of our soul. So the next time you find yourself entertaining the worst case scenario, take a moment and ask yourself, what is the story underneath it? Then courageously investigate it, journal into it without self-judgment. Sending you lots of love. Speak soon. Thank you for joining us this week on Minutes on Growth. If you enjoyed today's episode, then make sure you never miss a show by clicking the subscribe button now.